All right, well, turning to our weather now, Erin, you know what? We love those snow plows, and they are there for a reason, but hopefully we're not going to need them in the next few days.
Well, we're going to be using them a lot because all that rain coming down is going to make that snow start to melt, you guys, and our plows are going to be up and going, and maybe after this storm, we'll try and see if the state can get us some more. So here's a look at the latest situation. So happy to see that this camera is back up and we can see what's going on at US 2 Stevens. You can see they're working to cut the road through. It's visible. The parking lot is visible, and temperatures are at 40 degrees, so that's pretty warm for the passes. Not open until Wednesday, possibly closed there. Getting across at I-90, all heavy rain at times. Temperatures in the upper 30s for US 12-2, who is closed because of a rock slide, and we'll assess that situation. I just want to remind you, the snow and the deep freeze in Puget Sound late in December that we closed out with. Remember this, 5 consecutive days of snow in Seattle. This is on the back end of what we're kind of dealing with now. We're dealing with the other form of moisture, rain. So we dropped to 17 degrees, if you remember, in Seattle. That's a 91 degrees cooling difference than the 108 we hit in June, if you remember that. And then how about you Seahawks fans out there? Yeah, the coldest Seahawks game at home, 25 degrees. The wind was blowing. The snow was there. It was the first time Pete Carroll actually played in an inch plus of snow. He's played in some flurries, but boy, that's the first time they've had to do that. And some of the coldest wind chills, 10 to 15 below zero. That was super cold, and we are still trying to get our way out of that. We're not even a month away from when we had all that weather with the snow. So here's a look at our weather impacts to get you through. Rain out there, you can see it, you can feel it, you can hear it. High levels of rain coming down intense through tomorrow. That is going to push our flooding levels up in the threat high because some of our rivers already again under a warning. The winds out there are gusting on the coast in the North Sound, and then we also talk about the landslide threat. We've seen some rock slides, some mudslides already, hills collapsing into homes, and now the avalanche danger with everything that we're dealing. So it's one of those alert days for sure where we're up and looking at all of this and the heavy moisture coming through. The strait right now just pounding between Nia Bay and up towards Victoria, British Columbia, Port Angeles, you're in it, Brennan, you're in it, on the back edge of Lilliwap. Those are the tough, difficult, heaviest showers coming through right now. We get a little bit of a break because we get some of that rain shadowing. The Olympics blocks it, and we get Oak Harbor in the clear almost as well through some of the islands and Everett, but look at over the passes. We're seeing those conditions pretty poor right now because of all the rain that's coming down. A mixture there. Snow levels bouncing up to 7,500 feet tonight, maybe 3 inches of snow. The winds are going to gust too as we get going up to about 30 miles an hour. And here's a look at some of those winds for us in the lowlands. You can see through the islands the most, but our gusts are exactly where we've been forecasting, up and down the coast and all the way through the islands. So we'll continue to see those overnight. If you would like to track those on your own, you can download our Fox 13 weather app. It's a great tool if you can't find us right here on TV or online. You could just get this app. It tells you hour by hour the sky conditions, the temperatures, and the percentage of totals of if it's going to rain or not. So big picture shows us that we are in that threat with that atmospheric river coming our way. We are going to continue to see the rain pumping in, and as it does, it's going to go through tonight into tomorrow morning. But look what happens. We start to get a bit of a break as we get into Wednesday around 5 o'clock, which is good news. We are still going to see a little bit of rain on Thursday, but we dry out as we go from Friday into the weekend, and temperatures drop off from being 56 degrees, average is 48. We get back down to normal as we get into the Martin Luther King holiday.